All the students are requested to switch off the mics, please.
Okay, dear students, so now respected Aarti ma'am is with us and now she will be addressing. So I would like to request Aarti ma'am to please continue.
A very good evening to all of you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
On behalf of CDAC, actually this is the first day session when you are coming to the institute, but due to unfortunate reason of this COVID-19, it is very late to do this orientation program now. So anyway, finally we are having this. On behalf of CDAC, I welcome all of you to this institute, and I will just tell you that what the type of activities we are doing here. I will focus on education training part, but definitely CDAC is not only this, it is having a lot of other things we are doing very important to the nation. And finally, you will become the part of that. How? So I will focus on that. So I'm just sharing a very, very small presentation. Through that, I will try to convey that what type of work we are doing and how you can contribute in that. This slide is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So basically, where you are going to join, that is we call education and training group. In this group, it is not only the training program we are running, we are having several other activities. One by one, I am telling, starting with the university program for which you and we are the part of this. So we are running 5 courses: MCA, MTech CSC, IT, VLSI Design and MBA IT. So this is a very, very special program in terms of their delivery and expectations. Then we have also short-term diploma programs we call PG diploma programs. These are again in niche technology area. Advanced computing is there, big data is there, AI is there, again VLSI, embedded, GI, and it is that is related to security. So all these 6-month diploma program we also do. Then third thing we do this the international training. So lot of international participants come over here at CDAC under different program we call ITEC, Indian African Forum, then ASEAN CLMV, and then recently we have one more new specifically for Jordan, Center of Excellence for Jordan. In addition to that, CDAC also provide trainings to various government officials as capacity building, and reputed organizations come over here for training like NTRO, Cabinet Secretariat, ICG, BRO, BSF, Air Force, Navy. All these organizations are coming for the short-term trainings. In addition to that training programs, we also work simultaneously on the development side also, and that we call education technologies. So we are working on education technologies also. So we have developed a lot of our product in these for education basically. For example, we have developed online examinations. Through that we conduct the examination. Then we have answer sheet evaluation system, ASES we call. CCAT is again the examination which is we use to conduct for PG diploma courses. We have developed some boards also, lot of e-learning contents, assessments, impact assessment we also do for the projects. We have developed lot of portals, and currently we have added two more very important projects which we call Future Skill Prime. That is for re-skilling up of the already manpower who is deployed in various industries, and we are going to set up one center of excellence for products based on lithium ion cells. So these are two new projects we have added over there. And also we are creating a state of our infrastructure in the domain of cyber security. So various projects we are running over here. Few projects name I have given over here. Cyber Closet is one, cyber forensics, education and awareness in the area of security, and cyber shiksha, that is specifically for the women. Okay, so I will just give some glimpse of the type of product we have developed. This is our online examination system. So what is the specialty of this system is that it is image-based, LAN-based, secure, fault-tolerant and scalable system. In the terms of that, there is no need of internet connection to conduct the examination. Basically, candidates come to the center and we conduct the examination over there, and we have the full-fledged system starting from registration, question papers, then biometric attendance, examination system, result processing, everything is online and we conduct it. So this system is very useful, and most of the government organizations are using our online examination system. For your knowledge, just your Indian Air Force is using it. They are conducting STAR examinations and FCAT examinations using our system, and approximately, if I tell, approximately 10 to 15 lakhs candidates appear in a year. So we are conducting these examinations on such a level. This is our ASES answer sheet evaluation system. In this, we try to create the replica of copies, hard copies on which you have given the examination, to bring it online. Basically, your scanned copies available to examiner, and examiner can check these copies online at anywhere, wherever, maybe at home, maybe at examination center. So all the facilities for checking, for example, the marks, the division of marks, pen is there for writing comments, everything is there. So basically, why we have to do this? Because this idea came from CBSE. Normally for CBSE, they want the records, and sometimes students ask for re-evaluation and other things. So it was taking a lot of time. So then they approached us and we developed this system so that everything is online. So previous unchecked copy and checked copy both are available in soft form, and they immediately they can provide the details of that. So it is, we are preserving like that. So digital preservation of sheet in PDF format we have, and definitely because it is related to examination, marks, etc. So there is always authorized user access. It is replica of manual system, free from marking and calculation issues. So every time you can have a look, examiner can check, uh, the the supervisors and other who are above the examiner, they can also check all these. So till now, using this system, we have checked approximately 9 lakhs answer sheet. And this is going to be used now in CBSE. Then to support our client, corporate, international, and also our student, we have developed lot of e-content in different technologies for different courses, maybe for related to databases, related to securities and others. And for various government departments also we have developed the e-content. For MHRD we have developed, for AIMS courses we are having. Similarly for this NIT Manipur, for them we have developed the e-content. For engineering classes, e-security we have developed this. NIDM also we have developed e-content. So CDAC is also having the facility of developing e-content. For students also now these contents are available. Another very important project we have done, that is the development of low cost educational boards for training. Normally we are having specifically if I talk about VLSI programs or embedded system programs, that we are having always the board from Xilinx or some other from abroad. Basically we are not having Indian boards available for them. So this was the idea, that why not we can develop Indian boards so that we can cut the cost and it should be available as per the syllabi of the students. So basically target is that the BTech student as well as MTech student can use these boards, and the cost is so low that they can purchase these boards and they can work at their home also. So 3 boards we have developed: FPGA board, DSP board and embedded board. They can be easily used by the students. Then under this is IACA program. This is for security, education and awareness project. Under that we have given the awareness related to information security to various stakeholders, maybe government personnel, housewives, for academic users, for general users. So for everybody, for students also. So we have created lot of awareness workshops for the, we have done a lot of awareness workshop at various levels, and this is a big program, very famous program also. So we have reached from school to government offices. Then this is the program which I was telling about, Cyber Closet. Under this is very special type of facility we have set up over here. So basically we have created an environment in which live attack is there, and participants have given the training to defend all these attacks. So that type of environment we have created. So it is having all type of team, attacking team we have, defending team we have, that we call the training team, that is blue team. Then expert team is there, that is green team, which is teaching that or explaining that the type of attacks is there, how to identify them, what are the measures you have to take to defend it, to identify it. So total environment is there under this project. Now currently we have got this project, which is establishment of Center of Excellence for product based on lithium ion cells. So basically we are going to set up the lab facility for designing the various products which is required for mobile. You must be surprised that the power bank you are using with your mobile is not Indian made. It is from China. So this type of small things also we are depending upon China. So this was the vision of government that why not we should make our own product. So for that, this is the step that we are going to develop lot of mobile related products, peripherals basically that for Indian made. So Noida is, I think, a place where we are going to set up this with industries. And the target is that in coming 3 years, we are going to develop 14 products. Basically, we are going to save foreign exchange for this by setting up this facility at here. Okay. Future skill program, this is for reskilling up. As you know that technology is changing continuously. So whatever skill we have to upgrade it. So this program is basically for that reskilling and upskilling in 10 emerging technology, and CDEC Noida is Center of Excellence for Big Data Analytics and Cloud Computing. So we have set up these facilities here, which is state-of-art lab facilities, and training is already started in these domains. Okay, the other major, this was all about the hour for hour education and training group. In addition to that, at CDEC Noida, we are having other groups also, e-governance group, which is developing lot of software for government, health informatics, which is taking care of the health management systems starting from OPD to releasing of the patients. Then we have natural language processing group for conversion of or translation or transliteration from one language to other language. We have embedded system, which is focusing on developing of various type of cards. Maybe a very famous card is One Nation, One Card. They are working on that. And to support all these activities, we have a very big data center over here. Why I am telling all these things to you? This is the thing which you should understand, that the Noida, CDEC Noida is a different place for training than other general training institutions or engineering colleges. Here, students have the opportunity to work in live projects. Whatever projects I am discussing over here, students are also part of that. And the new projects, 2-3 projects we are having currently, I believe that we will again need your support, and it is the benefit for both. We also and you also, because you have the experience of working on live projects, facing of the problem of the live project, not dummy projects. So that is why this makes CDEC Noida a unique or a different place than generic or general engineering colleges. And this also enhance the employment possibility. When you complete these courses, you may have the chances of also here to work in CDEC. Now I am coming back to again the activities of the thing, the discipline, the type of information I want to give you as a student of CDEC Noida. Okay, so first part is ragging. This is the benefit this time because every class was online, so you are not having chance to interact with your seniors. But definitely, very soon, I hope you will be here and you will see your seniors also. But ragging is crime and it is prohibited in the campus. Okay, so it is not allowed over here, and we are going to follow the law, which is National Ragging Prevention Law, which we are going to follow strictly this law. Okay, every student has to fill or give the anti-ragging affidavit online every year at the time of registration. I think this time it is not there because nobody was in the campus, but definitely it is the part of your training. So with the moment you will be here and it will be, this portal will be open, you have to sign this. So details I am giving, you have to sign it there. Okay. What are the measures or precautions we take for this ragging? We have anti-ragging committee, and we also have anti-ragging squad in our campus, and we provide the support for this. If somebody feels, they can directly come, contact, and immediately you will find the action for this. I'm showing you the anti-ragging committee. So various members are here. Students are also part of this, hostel wardens are also part of this, and faculty members are also part of this committee. So you can contact anybody, anytime. Okay. And this is a squad. They normally have the vigilance that this type of activity should not happen in the campus. Another committee we have is Student Counseling Committee. This is also very special, and to fulfill the special need also. So what is the function of this? If you have any problem, you face any challenge, then you can come to this committee, and this is making the relationship between students, teachers, and parents. And we always ready to address any concern, any student who is having any problem, any issue, they can come to this. Maybe you are coming out of your home, you may feel homesickness or some other academic worries you may have some stress, you may have some fear, you may have some job worries. All these you can come to, you can bring in the notice of this committee, and you can take help of this. So this committee is there. Please feel free, whenever you have any problem, you can contact this committee. So many times career counseling also is given by this committee time to time. Then as per government norms, we also have a women's sexual harassment cell over here. So if any student has the problem or some issue, they can come to this committee and report it. Student grievance cell is also there. You, for your problems and for your grievances, you can contact anybody of this committee. For your growth, not only in study, we also have a student club also. So we have technical club in which various technical activities we do, like conferences, seminars, webinars, or some technical activities, competitions. Then we have a sports club also. So some sports activities you can do over here in indoor, outdoor, both. We can also have cultural club. So some functions we organize, cultural functions we also organize. So this is the student club. You can, if you have something in your mind, you can contact them. For your study point of view, there is the requirement, and every time we tell that, okay, your attendance should be so much and this, that, but as per university guideline, the attendance requirement is 100%. But sometimes because of some problem, there is the relaxation, and that problems are mainly related to medical problems. Please understand this. And the university gives some relaxation that your attendance in any case should be 75%. It should not be below that. Otherwise, what will happen? We will retain, and retention list of a student goes to university if it is less than 75%. But please don't take that 75% means you have to maintain only 75%. Attendance is 100%. So you have to be very attentive in the classes, and it is expected because you are not coming from some lower level courses. These are very high level courses, and it is expected that students should attend the classes and labs regularly. So 100% attendance is there, but because of some medical problem or some other issue, there is some relaxation, but don't take that relaxation is there, so you will maintain only 75%. Okay. We always try to improve the teaching methodology. Also, we would like to see the improvement in our syllabus, the way of teaching. So feedback is always there, and feedback should be true feedback. Don't give the feedback which is not giving us anything for improvement. Please give the feedback so that improvement is there, and it should be beneficial for both you also, for us also, for you in the terms of your employment, for us in the terms of methodology, for adopting the good methodology, good practices. So normally we take 2 to 3 times in a semester, but this time you will see that how fast we can take, but definitely we take, and we want the true feedback from you. Okay, so that it will help us to improve, and definitely it will be good for you also. So I will end my saying with the statement that if you are not willing to learn, you are not sensitive for your classes, for your teaching, for your growth path, no one can help you. But if you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
If there is any
Thank you,
question,
ma'am.
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
would like to answer. If there is any question, I would like to answer.
Thank you, ma'am. If the students they want to ask anything, they are the most welcome. Yeah, please, if anyone.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, there was a mention of AICTE GATE fellowship. So can you elaborate that point?
Yes, if you are having the fellowship, GATE fellowship, then there is a condition that you should have 75% attendance monthly. So fellowship, because it is monthly, so every month you have to maintain that minimum attendance 75%. If it is less than that, AICTE tells that for that month there will be no fellowship given to the student. So this is the instruction on AICTE.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, anyone else would like to ask anything?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. This is Lokendra Kumar from MTech VLSI, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I was asking if somebody is want to go for a project, then how he will have to.
You are talking about minor project and major project?
Yes, ma'am. Not the minor. If I talk about the major, if I suppose I am planning from right
First
now.
is minor project, and then second is the major project. So you are interacting with various faculties who are teaching to you. You can discuss with them. Sometimes teacher itself tells that this is my problem. If any student is interested, can give the name. So this is first way. Second way is that you are also knowing all your teachers. So you are also knowing that in which area they are working, what is their domain. Depending upon that, you can ask directly to the teacher that you want to do this project. So they will mentor you. And if there is also possibility for major project, that you may do your major project from outside, that is we call internship. So if you have internship from somewhere outside, maybe from some industry, good industry, you may go also there. So there will be one mentor over there in the industry, and one mentor will be here in the CDAP, which will time to time we will see the progress of you.
Ma'am, for the entrance, we will have to approach, or you guys will approach company for us?
For internship, yeah, sometimes company also approaches us for internship. If this type of request comes from any industry to us, we will provide this information to student. So the student who wants to do the internship, they can go over there. But sometimes the student directly contact the industry for internship. Both way. Sometimes industry asks, they want interns, then we give this information to students. Maybe there may be some selection process or whatever, so they select the student. But students are also free to go to any industry and asking internship, so we permit them. But whenever you are doing any industry project, please remember, specifically MTech, I'm talking, that there should be some research component in that. It should not be the type of thing which is automated type of the things, like you are doing only testings or you are doing something else, which is repetitive activity. So we want that whatever work you are doing at industry, it should have some research component in that.
Yeah, anyone else wants to ask anything? Well, I think.
Sir, please. Just one
yeah,
minute.
yeah.
Ma'am, Lokendra again.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, I just wanted to ask that. Ma'am?
Yeah, please.
Suppose for being a better VLSI engineer, what quality I should consist for the market industry purpose?
For any industry, if you are able to do whatever work they are giving to you, you are a better person. If you are not able to deliver whatever knowledge you are having, you are not good. So from industry point of view, what is the requirement, their requirement, and how efficiently you can perform there, that is the thing which make you better. This is not only for industry, this is true for everywhere. Even if you come in CDAC as a employee, so we will also see that you should be efficient, you should be able to deliver, there should be quality in your work. So that is the thing. So I cannot say, okay, if you have this one quality, this second number quality, then third you are a good designer. I cannot say like that. You cannot enumerate that. So this depends upon the type of work, both the industry want and your wish also. If matches, it is best combination.
Ma'am, whatever thing is being teach in our classes, is this sufficient or we will have to study something else from the outside for a VLSI engineer?
If you can remember in starting when I was taking first class introduction class, then I already mentioned that in addition to what we are teaching, you have to do. I think, can you recollect that?
I'm sorry, ma'am, I was not in the first class because of some problems.
Okay, so this is for all the students, that whatever we are teaching, we are giving you some knowledge, some base. But definitely you have to do yourself also other things. Maybe you have to be good in programming. You have to learn not only the one or two, many other languages. You have to be good in testing. You have to always read the current research papers which are there, the type of problems are there, you have to see that and how to solve them. All these things you have to do. In addition to that, soft skill is also required for that. So it is not only the technical part you are doing, soft skill part is also there. Sometimes they also see you are able to communicate properly or not, what you are telling. So communication skill should be there, your behavior, good attitude, everything is count. And hard work is definitely, it is there. So if you put all these things together, it is, I think, a good combination for for a student?
Is there any extracurricular activities for the communication or something?
Yeah, it is there. It is there, we conduct.
How to approach for this?
How to?
Approach for this.
Time to time we give, time to time this information we give from our side that okay, we are going to do this.
Hello.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, I have a question. In the starting, you mentioned there are some
First,
projects.
introduce yourself. I'm just sorry to interrupt you. First, you should introduce yourself, okay?
Yes, sir, sure. I am Parul Sharma, ma'am. I am first semester student of MCA.
Yeah.
So, in the starting of the presentation, you have mentioned about the different projects that CDAC have, like examination portal, and
Yes.
in the end, you also mentioned that student can also participate in those
Yes.
live projects. So,
Yes.
I want to participate in that. So, how can I proceed with?
Okay, so when you are having your projects, minor projects or major projects, during that time or your internship or your industrial project, during that time you can perform all these activities. So what happens, we attach student with the project and some problem we normally give to the student, they solve this problem, okay? Because during study time, when your full classroom teaching is going on, at that time you won't find sufficient time, because these are time bound problems. We are developing some product, there is time bound things, okay? So when you are free to do this, maybe in your minor or major or during your industry project time, when you have full-fledged time only for project, at that time you may associate with any group and you may do your project with them. And initial stage, okay, definitely we will give the introduction that okay, these projects are going on, this type of skill set we need. So during that time when your classes are going on, you can go for these skills, you can learn all these. So you will be ready when your project time will come. During that time you can perform given task, given problem. On given problem you can work, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Hello, ma'am. Lokendra again, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah. Yes, Lokendra.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I just wanted to ask that from a BSA point of view, what is the percentage of the placement out in the college, and which companies will come for the
I
placement?
think there is a full-fledged session on the placement, and Sudeshna madam will be there to tell you all the details. What is the requirement of industry? How you have to prepare yourself for the industry, percentage, the type of industry is coming to CDAC. I think she will cover all these things.
Ma'am, this session is going to conduct when?
Today itself.
Today, okay. So
After me.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Well, if no other queries, so I think we can proceed for the library part, ma'am. And we are really, and we are really thankful to you, ma'am, to give us an overview of the academic part of our institute. So, Saurabh sir will, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you very much,
Thank
respected principal ma'am, for addressing and awaiting students related to the different ongoing projects of CDAC and the contribution of our institute towards the society and the nation as well. So next, respected Neeru Sharma ma'am will be addressing us and she will be providing you all with the information of the different online resources which are available with us and which will be there for you all for accessing different online journals and online conferences, papers, all those things. Okay, so just within 2 minutes, she will be addressing.
मैम आप म्यूट हो।
Ma'am, you are mute.
Okay. Good afternoon, all. How are you doing, all?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon,
Good
madam.
afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. Please take care of yourself and your family members. Okay, myself is Neeru Sharma. I'm librarian in CDEC Noida. Welcome you all in CDEC family. Okay, I will give you some brief introduction about our library, its resources, how our library looks, and what are the resources we are providing to our students. Okay. अच्छा शेयर ठीक है This is our library team. Myself Neeru Sharma, Shweta Sharma. She is the assistant in circulation counter where you can get books issued and returned. Mr. Ashok Kumar, support staff for reference desk for any search of books and any library resources. You can contact Mr. Ashok Kumar, Shweta Sharma and myself also. Working hours of library. Library open at 9 a.m. and transaction hours are 9:30 to 5 p.m. You can get books issued, returned, and for reference purpose, you can visit library from 9:30 to 5 p.m. Okay. And lunch timings are 2 to 2:30 p.m. Saturday, library will open on first, third, and fifth Saturday from 10 to 1 p.m. on demand for reading purpose only. No transaction will be entertained during Saturdays. For opening of library, you can make a request on library-noida@cdec.in. You can mail there, or you can contact directly to the library. Library shall remain closed on second and fourth Saturday. Library resources. We are having 25,000 plus reference and textbooks which are prescribed in your university syllabus. All the technical books and some books on Hindi language, fiction, literature are also available there. We subscribe 36 national and international journals in print format and 15 popular magazines. जो local magazines आपका होता है, that we subscribe. 10 newspapers of different languages are there in library. We are having online access to e-journals of IEEE, ACM, and subscription of e-books are there. We are having subscription through MCIT Consortium Library. DSpace Digital Repository of Library Document Library Resources are there. Project report of old students in PDF format. Subscription of Turnitin Anti-Plagiarism Web Checker tool for publications of research papers, for checking similarity reports checking. CDs and NDL membership. National Digital Library memberships are there. We provide following services and facilities to our users, to our students. Barcode based circulation services. Barcodes are pasted on every book. Circulation is barcode scanner. Reading room facility where every 150 students can sit there for reading purpose. Reference services.
Chandresh Kumar Joshi, please switch off the mic.
Reference services, book bank services for students, for all the students, we are having book bank. Most of you have issued books in book bank section. Online access to e-resources, WebOPEC. In WebOPEC, you can access how many books you are having in your account and how many books are available in library or issued, and find all these things you can access through WebOPEC. Digital repository of old students, question papers, e-books, Wi-Fi facilities there. Multimedia pieces for e-resources are available in library. Separate section is maintained for all e-library, for digital e-library. Book reservation services are there. Question bank services, user awareness program. Time to time we have arranged user awareness program for our new students or for senior students also. Newspaper e-clipping services are there. There are some rules we have framed for our library students, users. Property counter rules. Personal belongings should be kept outside the library in property counter. At your honors list, only ladies' handbag and laptops can be kept in library. There is separate rack is there. You can keep the ladies' handbag and laptops. Personal books or checked out books are not allowed for any consultation or reference. If you require any book, same book, you can take it from the reference section. Mobile should be switched off or kept silent on inside the library to maintain the silence. Visitor register is available in the entrance. All the students are requested to, when they have entered in the library, they have to maintain the law. They have to sign their name, date, and time, entry time, and departure time. Students are expected to be attired properly for entrance to the library. Students are not allowed to write upon or damage or make any mark on any book, journal, or magazine or any other library material. Eating, sleeping, listening music, and talking on mobile phones are not allowed. Strictly prohibited. Borrowing rights. For all the students of MCA, MBA, and MTech, there are 3 cards are available for all the former students courses. 5 to 7 books on book bank as per the number of subjects in your semester you can get issued for 6 months. 2 books will be issued on text card for the duration of 15 days, and reference books are available in library for Xerox and reference purpose only. Overdue charges. Fine of ₹2 per book per day will be charged if book is not returned on or before the due date mentioned on the date slip. Library rules regarding issue of books. Books will be issued against each library card issued to a particular student. In your case, you will get 3 cards, 1 card book bank card and 2 cards are text card. Books borrowed on a particular day will not be accepted for return on the same day. You have to, if you want to return the same book, you have to return. You can return it on the next day. Student must satisfy themselves about the physical condition of the book at the time of borrowing. Otherwise, you will be responsible for any damage come to notice at the time of returning. Students can ask on circulation counter for reserving books for themselves if it is already issued to other members. If the same book you are required, you can make a reservation for the same book. And as soon as that book will be returned, you can get that book on the preference basis. Books taken for reference from stack area need to be kept on table only and not to be merged on shelf by the student itself. If a book is lost or damaged, student is liable to replace the book or pay the price of the book plus processing fee. The you have to replace the book with the same edition or the upgraded edition. Back edition are not allowed, not accepted. Don't let others to borrow books on your cards. And report the loss of library card immediately at circulation counter. A duplicate card will be issued on payment of rupees 50 as a penalty charge per card. Computing facility. This is the e-library section. Meant in library, separate area. Student can use their laptop in separate area, meant in library. Desktops are available in e-library section to access OPEC. OPEC is online public access catalog. You can access OPEC. I will show you how you can access the OPEC and e-resources. Please contact the library staff if you face any problem with systems. Comply with copyright regulations and publishers' license terms while you copy material, whether in print or electronic format. It is unacceptable to download or access obscene or other offensive material. Question bank of MCA, MTech and MBA courses are available in library in physical format as well as in digital format for your reference and better preparation for the exams. How to get books from stacks. Student can search a particular book in WebOPAC on the terminal available in library in the following format. Subject, you can access subject wise. If you don't know the title, you can access author wise and publisher wise. And go to the stack area and select the required books. On all the stack area, there are some numbers are assigned to each subject and each book. You can access that number, you can search that number and you can get that book issued. Books are arranged subject wise according to the call numbers on shelves. After selection of books, you may get books issued from the circulation counter. Magazines and periodicals are only for reference. For online resources, go to the IP address of library software. This is the IP address 10.226.2.86 for an 8081 for library OPEC. And library homepage will appear. You can log in by login ID and password, initially your enrollment number. I will show you how you can access the library course. This is the this is the library OPEC page. Here is the library catalog. You can search it through title. If you know any keyword, programming. So all the books related to programming like C++ programming, programming languages, Java elements, principal programming will display here. Here is this is the title, author name, publication, Pearson publisher is there. And this is the availability. Items available in book bank section. This is the call number 005.13 is for programming languages. Okay. This is the call number of that particular book. You can check that book, how many books are available in library and how many books are issued to someone else. Okay. And this is like this. This book is available in the reference section. This book is available in journal stack. All the information will be displaying here. Okay. And some books like by author, you can also check. Introduction to Algorithm by Corman. So books which are available. This book is checked out. 8 books are checked out. So यहाँ पर आपका display हो रहा है कि 8 books are not available. And books which are available will be in showing here. Items available is this, and items checked out is this. You can reserve here. You can get reserve this book. Place hold में भी आप जा सकते हो तो इसको कर सकते हो and save to list में भी आप जाके इसको कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. ऑथर वाइज भी कर सकते हैं इसको, पब्लिशर वाइज, सब्जेक्ट वाइज. एंड हाउ मेनी बुक्स आई हैव हैविंग माय नेम, दैट कैन आल्सो check. This is the home page of a library. If I want to check how many books I am having, I can. Right now I'm not having any books issued in my name, so it is not displaying here. If anybody having books issued, all the list will be displaying here. ये books आपके नाम पर issued है. फाइन भी आपका यहीं पर आएगा. अगर आपके नाम पे कुछ फाइन है तो फाइन विल बी डिस्प्लेइंग हियर. इंडियन बुक्स पे इतना फाइन लग चुका है. ठीक है, मेरे नाम पर ही फाइन है. वेरी गुड. ओके, okay, student can access their library account. Okay, this is clear to all.
Please repeat this.
ठीक है. How to get online resources. Library is a member of MCIT consortium and having subscription of e-journals and e-books. And this is e-resources IEEE. इसका भी मैं आपको बताती हूँ कैसे आप लोग चेक कर सकते हैं IEEE का. Maybe IEEE user ID and password has been already shared with you because of this pandemic. Otherwise, all IEEE access is campus-based, IP-based, and you can access. Previously, you could access only in CDEC premises only. But due to this pandemic, we are having user ID and password, and that is shared with you all. So you can access it from your place only. When you open this link, Center for Development of Advanced Computing is written here. You can access any conference proceedings, any research article you can access. Full PDF is there. Like this. You can access, you can download this paper. This facility is available to see that. Okay. You can access conference proceedings, books, journals, standards, magazines, courses, articles, all are available. As per your requirement, you can access these resources. RDSpace. RDSpace is a platform used as an institutional repository that provides access to project reports, question papers, e-books, some lecture videos in one platform. आप e-resources में भी कैसे इसको चेक कर सकते हैं DSpace का? Here. And this is the home page of DSpace. In communities, there are some links, CDEC publication, articles, e-books are available. These are the articles that are available. Research papers. Few research papers I have uploaded. Okay. And e-books हैं, books हैं, project report हैं. Some project report of old students, like this is available in PDF format. You can access these resources for your research purpose. And question bank. Question banks are available. Advanced data structure अगर आपको चाहिए पेपर एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन दिसंबर 2019 का है इसमें. These all are available in PDF format. you can access from your place only. Some free resources you can access from Digital Library of India, NISCARE, those open access journals, National Digital Library. You can take the membership of National Digital Library. Suggestions and feedback, suggestions and queries are welcome for improvement in the services. Feedback register is kept at circulation counter for your valuable feedback. You can provide your feedback. And library at a glance. हाँ हाँ जी. Yes.
मैम प्लीज ये एक बार प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन पेपर वाला स्टेप्स एक बार दोबारा रिपीट कर दीजिए.
Okay. Here in this space, in communities and collection, you can. अच्छा मैंने इसमें पूरा अच्छे से बताया नहीं पाई. इसमें स्कूल ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एक है, उसमें आप एमटेक वीएलएसआई का अलग से एक फोल्डर बना हुआ है, उसमें आप कर सकते हैं. इसमें अगर आप देखना चाहें एमटेक वीएलएसआई का सपोज आप देखना चाहें देन ये तो आपका प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट आ गया. क्वेश्चन बैंक DST with Verilog. These are papers you can download. All the papers are 2016 entrance examination, 2017 are available. इसमें क्या समझ नहीं आया? कहाँ जाके इसको डाउनलोड करना है?
मैम एक्चुअली मिस हो गया था नेटवर्क.
अच्छा, नो. स्कूल ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एंड टेक्नोलॉजी SOIT का हमारा है. एमटेक ITCSE के क्वेश्चन पेपर्स हैं, प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट है. एमटेक MCA के हैं, MBA के प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट है, MBA के क्वेश्चन पेपर्स हैं. MBA में अगर आप देखना चाहो MBA थर्ड सेमेस्टर पेपर्स. ये आपका ई गवर्नेंस एंड फ्रेमवर्क ऑफ ICT का है, ISM का है. ऑल द पेपर्स आर अवेलेबल in PDF and in physical format is also in library. ठीक है, इसमें आप चेक कर सकते हो. अभी इसमें मैं अभी थोड़े से लेक्चर वीडियोस भी डालूंगी आप सबके इसके लिए रेफरेंस के लिए प्रोफेसर्स के, तो वो भी आप एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. इसका लॉगिन आईडी एंड पासवर्ड सेपरेट है आप लोगों के एक्सेस के लिए. आप लाइब्रेरी में आकर पूछ सकते हैं उसको. हाँ, दिस इज अवर लाइब्रेरी. Library situated at the third floor. This is the reading area. This is the entrance, and your visitor register is here with the library guard. You have to sign when you enter in the library and exit at both time. This is the stack area. This is computer science, electronics, management, and information technology. Separate areas are divided. This is the periodical section. All the international, national journals and journal magazines are available here for display, and all back issues are kept inside this pigeonhole. This is the circulation counter. You have to issue return from there only. This is the rare reference books. All the global editions of books are available here. These are only for reference purpose, not for issuing purpose. You can get it for reference in library only. This is the reference purpose. Reference section. All the books that are available in stack area. One copy of that books are available here for reference purpose only. These are not meant for issue purpose. This is the book bank section. All the books of your textbook prescribed in syllabus for book bank, all are kept here. And this is the library section. All the for IEEE access, for OPAC, all the cubicles are there for different purpose access के लिए. E-journals के लिए आपका अलग से, books के लिए अलग से होगा. And this is your librarian available for your help. And this is our email ID. You can contact me on library-noida or on my official email ID, sharma@ctech.in, anything, for any query. Thank you so much. Any query? Okay, thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Your voice is not clear.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Actually, the student, your voice
You are
is not
not
audible
audible.
to us.
It's not audible.
टाइप कर दो कमेंट सेक्शन में.
You may type your question in the chat option which is available over here. See over here next to the participants, you have the conversation option. You may type your query over here.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, for accessing all the online resources, we need some sort of login ID and password. And
login ID and password, yes, required.
तो मैम उसके लिए हमें फिजिकली आना पड़ेगा, तभी से वो चीजें शुरू होंगी ना?
And for IEEE, login ID and password is already shared with you all by program coordinator, ma'am. अगर नहीं शेयर हुआ है तो मैं शेयर कर दूंगी आप लोगों के. IEEE के लिए आपके साथ शेयर्ड है, एंड ई बुक्स के लिए भी, ई बुक्स के लिए आपको आना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ई बुक्स का ओनली वन लॉगिन आईडी एंड पासवर्ड वी आर हैविंग, एंड वो आपको शेयर नहीं कर सकते एट योर प्लेस. एंड फॉर डी स्पेस, दिस इज अवेलेबल ऑन डी स्पेस, इज आल्सो अवेलेबल इन CDEC premises only. For D space you have to come in CDEC. But for IEEE e-resources, you can access at your place only. For that, I can share with you all the credentials that are required for IEEE access.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. Or for e-books, if you required any e-books, particular e-book या e-resources, you can mail it to me. I will download and share with you. You can mail it. Any other query?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Leave करना.
Thank you, Niru ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So now I would like.
Respected union. Sir, you continue, sir.
Yeah. Please. Yeah. You please. You continue. Okay.
Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank respected Neeru ma'am for providing the students with the relevant information related to the online resources which are available with us, and also with the huge collection of books which is there with us in the library. So next, respected Sudeshna ma'am will be addressing you all. So I would like to request Sudeshna ma'am to please come.
Placement presentation. Formal courses. Placement presentation for formal courses. Placement presentation.
This one only.
Do a lot of for formal courses. Just click it for once, yes. Start. Start. Put it on slide.
Yes.
Slideshow. Hello everyone.
Good evening,
Hello.
ma'am.
Okay, this is
Good
Sudeshna
afternoon.
Sagar.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. And
Good
I would
evening.
like to placement
Good
here.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So I would like to welcome all the future CEOs, CTOs, Vice Chancellors, okay, to CDEC Noida. And placement is such an activity whereon people have a lot of queries. So I will request you to please ask. It will not be a one-way communication. I don't expect this to be a one-way communication. I expect that you will have a lot of queries. So accordingly, we will address.
So first I would like to know from you, what is the mantra of success? All of you must have thought about like what you want to become, your career path, your road map. You must have thought about it. What will I become after 5 years, after 10 years, after 15 years? So have you thought about it? Have you chalked out anything? Or you are just going away with the normal flow? Okay, I have done my 10th and then by naturally I will do my 12th and naturally again I will do my BTech and then I'll come for MTech or MC or whatever. Have you thought about these things? You're just going away with the flow. Have you thought about how to succeed? When you think, when you look at a successful person, do you wonder how he has succeeded? Do you think? Do you try to find out how he has become successful? Yes? No?
Yes, ma'am. I am very curious. I try to find out.
Do you try to find out? Can I know your name, please?
I am Parul Sharma.
From which batch?
First
From
semester
MCA or
MCA
MTech
batch.
or MBA?
MCA.
MCA. Okay. See, Parul, and what do you think is the success mantra? What is the thing? What is the thing that makes a person successful? Okay.
Ma'am, focus and hard work.
Okay.
And
if you think a person has
adaptability.
focus and hard work, a person will become successful. Correct?
Yes, ma'am. Being adjustive around according to the surroundings and focus. That.
Okay, adjusting according to the surrounding. Fine. Anybody else who has anything else to, any other?
मैम प्रैक्टिकल और जिसको उस हमारी जरूरत है.
सॉरी, क्या कहा आपने?
मतलब हमें प्रैक्टिकल रहना चाहिए कि जिस चीज की फील्ड में जरूरत है वो हमारे पास होना चाहिए, तो सक्सेस है.
ओके, रेलेवेंट टेक्नोलॉजी आपके पास होना चाहिए, यही कह रहे हैं ना?
यस मैम.
जो आप है ना, चलो ठीक.
जो इंडस्ट्री को जरूरत है,
जो इंडस्ट्री की जरूरत है, यू शुड हैव नॉलेज अबाउट द थिंग्स. करेक्ट? This is what you want to do, right?
But at that time, everyone is hardworking, so we need to do something smart work.
Smart.
That's something we need that time.
Good.
Consistent होना चाहिए.
Consistent. Now tell me one thing. You are hardworking, you are smart working, you are consistent, you know the technologies. Okay, all said and done. But most importantly, you should have opportunities. If you don't have opportunities, so what will you do with the smart work and hard work and relevant technologies? Right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose you don't have an opportunity to attend any recruitment drive. Okay, there are no companies. There is nobody to test you, whether you are actually hardworking or smart working. So if there are no opportunities, what will you do with all this? A person is successful because he had the relevant skills, he had the relevant mindset, and at the same time, he was offered opportunities. He had opportunities to utilize those skills, he had opportunities to show the skills. So the success mantra is when opportunity meets preparedness. Okay? Preparedness is your hard work, your smart work, your knowledge, okay? Your focus, your attitude. That is all your preparedness, which you need to do. But opportunity is something which the placement cell will do. Correct? Am I correct? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So that is what. If a placement cell or you are not getting an opportunity to sit for interviews, so there is no point. There is only one part, only the preparedness part is there. The opportunity is not there. So when a company is visiting your campus, when a company is conducting some recruitment drives, well, that is an opportunity which will be provided to you. Or maybe you can try on your own also. But the thing is, the most important thing is there must be an opportunity. And when opportunity meets the preparedness which you do, that's the success mantra. A person is successful because he had an opportunity to show his preparedness. Nothing happens by chance. You have to work for it. Okay? Okay, now what is the role of placement cell? Placement cell is basically an industry institute interface. It interacts with industry, it finds out the requirement, it gives the feedback to the institute. These are the latest technologies that is required by the industry. Accordingly, the courses are modified. Accordingly, you can have extra sessions by outside experts. Okay, some lecturers from outside. These kind of feedbacks the placement cell will give to the institute so that the students get prepared as per the industry requirement. One of the students just mentioned that you should know the latest technologies. So what are the latest technologies today? Can anybody tell me? What are the latest technologies? What's the buzzword? What are the buzzwords that are there today?
I'm working on a data.
Machine learning, artificial intelligence.
Correct. So people are talking about artificial intelligence. People are talking about machine
cloud
learning.
computing.
People are talking about cloud. People are
Now
talking
there
about
is also a new concept of fog computing and quantum computing.
So these are certain technologies, you need to know. So these are the inputs we are giving to the industry and to the institute, because we are interacting with the HRs of different companies. They are sharing their requirement and we are sharing the same with the institute so that, either the courses are getting revised or you get extra sessions or some books are there wherein, in the library you can go and, refer to these books. So that's the role of the placement cell. And at the same time, the placement cell is providing deployable manpower to the industry, right? Wherein the industry can, grow. So the placement cell has a social role as well. It is contributing socially into the country because it is providing deployable manpower to the country. Okay? Secondly, counselor. It's a counselor. Today, you don't know. There are a lot of freshers who are totally, confused. Which way to go? There are so many ways. You become a teacher, you become a developer, you become a coder, you go into, you can say, management role. There's so many roles that is available. So the students are totally confused. So if you come to a placement cell, they can say, see, these XYZ are you need to find out, okay, I am good in coding. So I'll become a coder. I'm not so good in coding, but I'm very good in communication skills. So maybe I can go into that kind of role. Maybe I'm very good in writing skills. So maybe I can go into content writing mode. Maybe I am good in research kind of a mindset. So I can go into that kind of a role. So that kind of counseling the placement cell is supposed to do so that you know what to do. It is not that you have all the technologies and you learn everything and you don't know where to go. And what to first you become for first 1 year you do something and then you're not liking it. First 1 year you join a development role, then you don't like the development role, you feel okay, I want to become a teacher, so you go for teaching role and then you do for 3-4 years. So that way you are actually, your career is not going anywhere. So the placement cell can counsel you. Okay, you start from A, then you go to B, and then you go to C. So that career path, that's why the first question I had asked you here is, are you clear about your career path? Have you decided what you want to do? If you have not done it, start doing it now. So that by the end of your course, you know where you are going and you're totally focused. One student who talked about focus, he's very correct. You have to be focused, not now. Day one, you're starting a course, you should become focused. Okay, I'll become developer. So I will only concentrate on development kind of, studies. It is development means you need to do coding, practical. If you want to become a teacher, then that's a different area altogether. The study, your preparation should be as per that. If you are thinking, okay, after this I'll join a government job, so your preparation should be that way. So that kind of thing should be there. You should not be, lose focus on anything. So you should start doing it from now. So that is basically the role of the placement cell. Now these are the students' expectations what I have gathered over last 18 years of placement that I have done. Everybody wants a job guarantee. Everybody wants a very high starting salary and everybody wants a branded company. Everybody wants to go and sit in Amazon with a salary of say 15-20 lakhs. That kind of people have that kind of expectation. And guaranteed, okay, I'm joining CDAC or XYZ and so job is guaranteed to come to me in a silver platter, which is totally wrong. You have to be prepared, you really have to work, you really have to slog, and that should have started by now. You've already done your, those who have MCAs here, they've already done up to BCA, that is 12 plus 3, that's 15 years, and the BTech's completion, that is 16 years. Okay, so that amount of time you have already done. So your base is already made, whatever is there. We are going to work on that base for next 2 years or 3 years, whatever. I think 2 years, right now NC is also become 2 years. So all these things are there, so you have to work on it. You simply have to be prepared. Now, what CDAC will offer is 100% placement assistance. As of now, all the students have got, excuse me, as of now, all the students in MCA, 100% students get placed. Those who wants to be placed. There are students, who drop out, they want to go for higher studies in all courses. They want to go for higher studies. Some people want to go for, government jobs. So that's a part. So what we offer is a first break into the corporate world. That's important. Where you are getting, what kind of learning opportunities you will be getting. There are two things, two aspects in placement. One is your learning. One is the company might not be very big, but they're offering ample opportunities to learn. So that 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the line, what will be your worth? Today, if you're drawing, say, example, 4 lakhs per annum, after 3 years or 4 years, you can become 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs kind of a person. There's another kind of requirements where the company will be huge. The initial salary will be maybe around 3.5 to 4. But you are not getting ample opportunity to learn. So after 4, 5, 6 years, so maybe from 4 lakhs will go to 7 lakhs. So that is important. What is the learning aspect in any company? Okay, so that you should keep that in mind. Okay, if you don't keep that in mind, and if you go by only the salary package, or if you go only by the salary brand, that is not the right approach. You should take up, totality. You should look at the things in totality, whether it is a good company, whether there is an ample scope to learn, and where do I see myself 5 years? What will be my value after 5 years after working this? Okay, salary should not be the only criteria while deciding on any role or any job. This is what I wanted to clarify here, because people often make this mistake. Some big companies, they go and join and then they're put in the bench, then they're sitting there for 6 months time, they don't have any job, then not much to do. Okay, and whereas somebody who's joining a medium-sized company and who's learning a lot, so that's much better alternative than the other one. You should be very careful while choosing your company. What are the industry expectations? Now we have thought about our expectations, very high salary and very big brands and all that. Now what does industry expect from you? Most important, emphasis on moving away from cracking exams to gaining knowledge. We should not study only for cracking exams. Here we are looking at question papers of last 10 years and we are preparing our suggestions and we are studying and we are getting 70%, 80%, whatever XYZ marks. But when you are going to an interview, you don't know. You simply don't know. You simply don't know what question they are going to ask. So that time this kind of approach will not work. You should know your subject. You should know your subject very well. You should know everything of something and something of everything. So that when they ask you a question, what is your favorite subject? This question you ask. So you can always say, okay, my favorite subject is Java, C++, whatever it is. But you find out some subject which you are comfortable with, which you love. You should love that subject. So that they can ask you anything out of that you can say. That is number one. And secondly, you should know something of everything. So that if the requirements are coming from, apart from your favorite subjects, if there are other requirements coming, you can at least approach. Secondly, ability to use learning in real life situations or practical applications of knowledge, which means projects. because we are not teaching history here. We are teaching coding, or we are teaching management graduates. So we are actually dealing with real life situations. You will be dealing with real life situations. You'll be dealing with real clients who will expect your projects to run on the system. Okay, or they will, as a management graduate, they will be expecting you to deal with real situations in terms of, all various case studies in management, which is very important thing. Case studies, it covers a lot of marks in your papers as also in real life. So your project is very important. So rest assured, in an interview, the questions will definitely come on your projects. So if you are able to show a good project, you will definitely get placed. So that is very important. Please do not ignore your project. And what did you define your role in the project? Keep your project done properly, and you can show your project in an interview and say that, because as a fresher you don't have an experience. So your project is the only form of experience that you can show. So you please do your projects well. I'm repeating myself. If you are doing projects, good projects, you will definitely get placed. Believe this. Okay. Knowledge of basic concepts, that is why of things. We tend to talk about fancy technology. Okay, we'll talk about AI, we'll talk about ML and all that stuff. We'll talk about data warehousing, we'll talk about blockchain, we'll talk about robotic process automation. But we won't know C++. We won't know C. So it is like learning a language without knowing the grammar. So you have to know the basic concepts. It starts from there. Because technology changes, but if your basic concepts are clear, you will be able to pick up any technology. Am I making sense? Am I making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, you should not ignore your aptitude tests. Aptitude, your logical abilities and how fast you can learn. Because this is another thing. That's your screening criteria. The first thing that companies will put you through is your aptitude, your logical abilities, and how fast you can learn. And as I said, second, technical knowledge, you have to do your C, C++, data structure. These are important things for any course. I mean, not MBAs. MBAs are different. I'll come to MBAs next. So C, C++, data structure, so must. Java, .NET, database. And these days, people are asking for AI or big data, RPA, blockchain. These are the requirements that are coming now. The things are changing, so they're asking for this. So you should have sound knowledge of this. Practice writing codes as much as you can. Don't copy. You should know why you are writing this code. And for MTech VLSI, you can learn your digital, and a lot of requirements come for analog also. But I understand here from my past experience, I have seen people are not very, comfortable with analog. But analog also is required. So please do not ignore analog. Okay. For MBAs, sound domain knowledge. Domain knowledge as in sales, marketing, sales and marketing, HR. So these are domain. MM, material management. So these are certain domain knowledge. So first, domain knowledge you should have. And only then we'll be mapping the domain knowledge with ERP. If you do not have sound domain knowledge, you will not be able to map it with ERP. And one important thing that I wish to share here is that MBA students tend to ignore finance. Please do not ignore finance, because finance is a very important part of any organization. So if you're ignoring finance, that means as an MBA graduate, you are actually, ignoring a very important part of business. So please do not ignore finance. Second, you should be having sound technical knowledge, not restricted to one specialized area. I have seen in the past, people are only interested in doing supply chain. But please don't do that. There are other requirements also. There are HR requirements also. There are ABAP requirements. I understand ABAP. You understand what ABAP is, right? Any MBA student out here? Any MBA student out here? I don't know whether there are any MBA students out here or not. But
MBA के students हैं कि नहीं यहाँ पे कोई? Is there no MBA?
Yes, ma'am.
है? So yes. Please listen. हाँ, आप लोग please respond कीजिए. ठीक है? Please respond. Okay? So please don't restrict to only one specialized area. So you have to do your ABAP, Also, you have to do your basis also. Okay, so you have to do all this, because if you're restricting your knowledge, so you are limiting the number of opportunities. If there is a requirement for basis and you don't know basis, then you're not doing justice to yourself. Right? Okay, now in general, everybody should have an idea, knowledge of IT industry, particularly those who are MCA, MTech, MBA. You should know what IT industry in overall is doing these days, in general. Latest trends, tools, technologies, and for MTech VLSI, you should know what VLSI industry, what are the latest trends, tools, and technologies. Because in general, they can ask you all these things in the interview. And knowledge of current affairs, what is happening all around. That is very important for particularly MBA students, because they will ask you these questions in GDs. So in GD, they will ask you anything. They'll ask you Corona, they will ask you all the Kisan Andolan, they'll ask you anything. So for GD. So you should know whatever is happening in the current affairs. Okay, industry expectations more on the soft skill side. That is around 30% rejection is due to lack of soft skills. Now what are these soft skills? Soft skill is something which you have to develop, which nobody can teach you. You have to develop on your own. There's a can-do attitude or commitment to deliver at any cost. That is very important, because you will be taxed with lot of projects, lot of work. We all are taxed. So, but you have to say, okay, I'll do it. That commitment, they'll give you deadlines. So you have to do that. You have to fulfill your commitment. So that attitude should come across in an interview and also in your, professional life. Willingness to learn. You have to learn and pick up new technologies. I have seen students, I will work only in Java. I will not work on .NET, I will not work on any other technologies. So please do that. Don't do that. Okay? Flexibility or willingness to relocate or work on any technology, work on ships if required. These kind of flexibilities the companies are looking for. Team spirit, leadership ability, see these work ethics and discipline, interpersonal skills, professional education. These are the things that is expected out of you. So when you are addressing an interview, you should keep all these things in mind. There will be psychometric questions where they are going to check all these. So you should know, and you should have an example. Now suppose you are saying, I have leadership abilities. They'll ask you, okay, give me an example. So you should have examples ready. I have been a leader in whatever situation. So you should have your situations ready during interviews at the back of your mind. Okay, these are the instances where I have displayed leadership ability. These are the instances why I have displayed team spirit. These are the instances, work ethics and discipline. Okay, interpersonal skills, how I have interacted with my friends, with my relatives, when you're working with your colleagues, your juniors, your seniors. So those things, there will be difficult people, how you manage difficult people, because you will be interacting with manpower. That is, they are not machines, so they have their own, state of mind. So you should be able to handle it. So those skills are very, very important. And professional etiquette, obviously, you should know how to even write mails. There are instances. I remember I had a meeting with Tech Mahindra. So where they told us very, very clearly, please, madam, teach them how to write mails. Because some of the freshers they have recruited by have written a wrong, a very unprofessional mail to one of their clients, and they lost business due to that. So all professional etiquette should be there. Handling of diverse cultures. Now suppose a person from south comes here in north, he or she finds it lot of difficulty, because the food habits are different, the dressing is different, the language is different, the accent is different. So you should be able to handle those kind of diverse cultures. Suppose you are put to south again, same way. So this kind of, since India is a very, 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 diverse kind of a country. Even if you're going, suppose you're posted in China, everything will be different. Chinese people don't even understand English much. Normal, common people. So then you should be able to handle that kind of culture, because people are sent to all these kind of countries for various projects. So you should be able to handle it. There should be a cultural shock. Target orientation, which I spoke about in the beginning, the focus. So you should be totally focused. Your target should be there. This is where I want to reach. And that should come across in your interviews and your life also, and all you professionally. Ability to work under pressure. So you should be able to take pressure. That's very, very important. If you're unable to take pressure, you'll be unable to deliver. And if you're not able to deliver, believe me, they're not going to keep you in the organization. You will be given deadlines, you will be given targets, and you should be able to achieve those targets. And there will be a lot of pressure. People work for 24/7, people work at times under when there is a project deadline. So you should be able to work under pressure. Communication skills, again, very, very important, because all these roles these days, starting from management students to VLSI to MCA to MTech, they are all client-facing roles. So if you're not able to communicate to the client, communicate with the client, then, the companies will first check. At times, they take a telephonic interview to find out whether this person is good in communication or not. In case he or she is not good in communication skills, they don't go to the technology part, because their major focus is their clients. So in case you have some problems, if any of you have any problem, I don't know, you have to start, improving it from now on. You still have two years almost to go, so you have to improve this. People take this, they do not take this seriously. They feel only technology is required. It's not so. Your communication skill has to be there. It has to improve. And every day the market is becoming more and more and more competitive.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, so this is, if you do prepare for placements, then these are the things that you need to do. Your aptitude test classes, where the emphasis would be on speed. So 40 questions in 40 minutes with negative marking, that can come. Your business communication classes, as I said, how you should communicate. Your business communication does not only mean speaking, it also means listening. You should be able to listen and understand. Okay? You need to practice your mock interview sessions and group discussions. In CDAC, there will be placement tests also. There will be expert lectures from industry as well as academia, and you will be getting projects which we can sometimes get from the industry, or even CDAC Noida also gives projects to the students. So you should be able to make maximum utilization of these things. And most importantly, be demanding. If we do not demand, then people will feel okay, they are okay with it. So they have the required skills, so they don't require all this. But please be demanding. Because I've seen MTech students particularly, they're not interested in attending this kind of classes, but this is very important if you want to go into industry. So this is a partial list of regular recruiters which we have found out for MTech VLSI. This is a partial list of recruiters for MC and MTech CS and IT programs. MBA IT programs. Some of the career options for MTech VLSI, you can become a design engineer, that is, you can be a front-end engineer, that is into SE for FPGA. You can become a back-end engineer, PCB engineer. You can become a verification engineer. You can become CAD engineers. You can become application engineers. And you can come into academics. So you can do your PhD, you can become a professor. You can go up to Vice Chancellor. Career options for MCA, MTech, that is, you can become a developer, which can be application development or product development. You can go into testing, which could be manual testing or automated testing. You can go into application support. You can go into infrastructure support. You can become an entrepreneur, open up your own company. And obviously academics, MTechs can go into academics. And obviously all of you can go for further studies and PhDs. MBIT, supply chain management, business analyst, data analyst, information security. You can go into any ERP with specialization on HR or material management and sales and distribution, or finance, or advanced business application programming, that is a basis. You can go into project management, you can go into pre-sales, or you can go into normal core HR or MM or SND or finance. So these are some of the career options which you can choose for MBA IT students. Now, the placement policy. This is the placement policy that we follow in CDET all across. One student, one offer. That means once a student is getting placed through CDET, that student will be removed from the placement role and he or she will not be given any further opportunities. So this is the placement policy that is followed all across CDET. So this is that is there that I wanted to share with you. So anything else you can ask me. Any more questions?
हेलो मैम पर
Yes, yes.
डिफरेंस में तो अलाउड करेंगे ना
Sorry?
There was a difference of around 1 lakh or 2 lakh between the
It cannot be 12 lakh or 2 lakh. That kind of difference होगा नहीं. It cannot be 12 lakhs and 2 lakhs. That kind of difference होगा ही नहीं. 100%. कोई क्योंकि इनिशियल कंपनी जो आएगा वो उस रेंज में आ सकते हैं, बट 2 lakhs का जो भी कंपनी आएगा बिल्कुल ही आखिर में आएगा अगर आएगा तो. I don't know what will happen because market is changing every day. अब देख रहे हैं ना, we never thought we will be speaking like this. We thought that we will be speaking across. हमारा ऑडिटोरियम है, हम बात करेंगे. हम नॉर्मली ये तो ऑडिटोरियम में बहुत बड़ा करके करते हैं, ठीक है ना. So things will change and things have been changing, but it will not be कि first lot में you will have a 2 lakh company coming. That's absolutely not possible. अगर 2 lakhs का कोई कंपनी आएगा बिल्कुल आखिर में आएगा, बिल्कुल आखिर में. बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली प्लीज बिलीव ये आपको एक्सपेक्ट करना है कि सारे बच्चे एक जैसे नहीं होते. कुछ बच्चे होते हैं बहुत अच्छे होते हैं, कुछ एवरेज होते हैं, कुछ हार्ड वर्किंग होते हैं, कुछ स्मार्ट वर्कर्स होते हैं, है ना. कुछ बच्चे इनिशियली अच्छे नहीं होते हैं, फिर सीख जाते हैं. सो देयर डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स एंड वी हैव टू केटर टू ऑल द काइंड ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हियर एंड हेल्प ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स हियर, ठीक है ना. somebody जिसका 12 लाख का नहीं है, बिकॉज जो 12 लाख देंगे एग्जाम्पल है चलिए, उसका एक्सपेक्टेशन भी उसी हिसाब से नहीं. इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू इजी टू क्रैक अ 12 lakh कंपनी. यू रियली हैव टू स्लॉग, यू हैव टू डू योर प्रोजेक्ट वेरी वेरी वेल, है ना. तभी जाके होगा. थारागुड बल के कंपनी है, दे ऑफर 11 lakhs, बट उनका सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस उतना स्ट्रिंजेंट होता है, वेरी स्ट्रिंजेंट. तो यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर अकॉर्डिंगली.
Ma'am, can you repeat the name of the organization, please?
Thorogood.
Okay.
They are into analytics. ठीक है. So अगर वो they give around 11 plus सब मिला के उतना हो जाता है. But the thing is that you have to prepare yourself for that. और वो सब इनिशियल में आएगा. तो 2 lakhs और 12 लाख का तो कोई डिफरेंस उस टाइम पे होगा ही. एडोबी तो ऑफ कैंपस, नॉट इन कैंपस. अब तो सारे ऑनलाइन है, खैर ऑफ कैंपस या इन कैंपस. बट यू हैव टू फुलफिल एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया, मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. आई डोंट नो बिकॉज इन लोग एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया होती है 70% अक्रॉस, 80% अक्रॉस. तो ये सारे एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया भी आपको फुलफिल करना है. इट्स नॉट दैट दे विल कंसीडर ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स. प्लस आपका पिछले बैकग्राउंड में कौन सा कॉलेज से किए हैं, कौन सा स्ट्रीम में किए हैं. सो दीज थिंग्स विल बी टेकन इनटू कंसीडरेशन बिकॉज बिफोर दे मेक एनी काइंड ऑफ, है ना. सो एज आई सेड, अभी आपको वो देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. राइट नाउ यू नीड टू प्रिपेयर एंड प्रिपेयर एंड प्रिपेयर. इफ यू आर नॉट प्रिपेयरिंग एंड इफ यू आर ओनली थिंकिंग कि हमको इतना साल में मिल जाए, इट नॉट वर्क. इट इज अपॉर्चुनिटी मीटिंग प्रिपेयर्डनेस. प्रिपेयर्डनेस is very important and you have to prepare yourself, otherwise you will remain where you are. You have a general statement I'm telling you. People don't take it seriously and then at the end they say okay मेरा friend का तो हो गया इतना salary में, मेरे को तो नहीं हुआ. Why? You feel bad, you feel depressed. Don't get into that loop. Start working from now. You burn your midlife lamp from now. Because ये हम when we were also student, we had this attitude, okay exam के तो 10 दिन पहले we start studying. Those things are over now. Because 10 दिन पहले पढ़ के आप एग्जाम तो क्रैक कर सकते होंगे, but you will never be able to crack your interview because you never know what the interview is going to ask you there. आपका 10th तक का पूछ लेगा वो, आपका 10th में आपने क्या पढ़ा है वो तक पूछ लेगा, 10th 12th में आपने क्या पढ़ा है, बीटेक में क्या प्रोजेक्ट्स किए हैं, सब कुछ देखो टू आस्क। एट द हायर द सैलरी, more of the questions, tougher it will become. Puzzles पूछ लेगा, है ना? You have to prepare your puzzles also. There's so many things. It is there available in the net. So you have to do everything. तभी जाके आपको 11 लाख 12 लाख की बात करोगे तो, अदरवाइज तो 2 लाख ही हो if you are not doing anything, है ना? तो it is up to you because the available एक क्लास में एक बच्चे टीचर सारे 60 स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ाते हैं, वो जो भी हो सो इज अ बैच है, एक फर्स्ट आता है एक लास्ट आता है, टीचर तो सेम ही पढ़ा रहे हैं ना, तो एटीट्यूड में कोई डिफरेंस तो होगा, कहीं ना कहीं तो कोई डिफरेंस है। तो you have to prepare yourself so that आप उस रैंक में आ जाए। ये आप कर सकते हैं, हम नहीं कर सकते। हम तो आपको पढ़ा सकते हैं, हम आपको गाइड कर सकते हैं, हम आपको मटेरियल, लाइब्रेरी आपको मटेरियल लेगा, वेबसाइट में आपको मटेरियल लेगा, हम आपको सजेशन दे सकते हैं प्लेसमेंट से, आपको कंपनीज ला सकते हैं, बट क्रैकिंग आपको करना है। सो इट हैज टू बी 50% from your side, 50% from our side, नहीं 100% from your side and 100% from our side. It is actually 200%. So you have to put in all the efforts. If you're not putting all these efforts, ठीक है, एमटेक तो पास हो जाएंगे, एमसीए भी हो जाएगा, एमबीए भी हो जाएगा, बट आपका करियर का जो पैथ है, तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन आई आस्क्ड, हैव यू डिसाइडेड व्हाट यू वांट टू बिकम 5 years down the line? अगर आप फोकस तैयार करते हैं कि भाई हम अगले 5 साल में मैं यहाँ तक पहुंचूंगी, फर्स्ट मैं यहाँ जाऊंगी, उधर से इधर जाऊंगी, इधर से उधर, सो योर करियर पाथ, योर रोड मैप हैज टू बी chalked out. If you're not chalking out your road map, then you are totally lost. कभी आप कुछ करेंगे, कभी आप कुछ करेंगे. That is very important. Most importantly, tonight you go back and you think about it. What I want to become in life? What do I want to achieve in life? That is important. That's your goal. You first fix your goal. Okay, I want to become this CEO, CTO. That's why I addressed you as CTOs and CEOs. It's not thinking less than CTOs and CEOs. If you start thinking yourself CTOs, CEOs, मुझे 10 साल में या 15 साल में ये बनना है, तो उसके लिए मुझे कहाँ से शुरू करना है, कैसे चलना है, ये आज से आप तारीख तैयार करो. Today you decide and you start working, you will achieve it. अगर if you're not serious, fine, it's okay. You join a normal kind of company, okay, fine. है ना? So those things you need to work. That mindset you should have, that attitude you should have, that fire, you should have that fire in the belly. Nobody is perfect. Everybody has positive points and negative points in their CV. Your objective is to, highlight your positive point and downplay your negative point and work on the negative points so that those points are less, they decrease. Right? Am I making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, shall I call it? Tell me.
Yeah, ma'am, I just wanted to ask that the companies Cadence and Synopsys do come regularly in the campus for the placement?
Today only we had a drive of Cadence. Today only we had a drive of Cadence. It is going on for MTech VLSI.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, can you please tell some previous statistics of the placement of the VLSI?
VLSI placement, see, everybody gets placed. Okay. Some gets placed through CDAP, some gets placed on their own, some go for the higher studies, some pursue PhD, that is, some go for government services. So everybody at the end of the day, they have something or the other. Nobody is sitting idle. But as I said, it depends on your preparedness, how prepared you are. If you are well prepared, फटाफट लग जाएगा. अगर आप prepared नहीं है, तो आपको time लगेगा. As I said, the ball is in your court. We will give you the necessary inputs. Now the ball is in your court. How best you can make use of the opportunity that is being given to you. How prepared you are. Correct?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Is there any other query from the students? Yes?
Ma'am? Hello?
Yeah, please speak out.
Ma'am, this is Lukendra again. Ma'am, I just wanted to ask about the basic thing is that what is the professionalism?
Professionalism?
Yes, ma'am. What is the difference between professional?
You have to behave professionally. That is, आपको पता होना चाहिए, आपको जो किसी के साथ अगर आप interact करते हैं, तो you should not be over friendly, number one. But you should put forward your point. You should be very polite. ठीक है? अगर आपको professional behavior means you will put across your point politely, even if you are disagreeing. You would not be over friendly. And neither you will be, you will control your emotions. और आपको जितना कर, and you should be able to say no. That is one professional. Most important thing, or rather a very important thing of professionalism is to able to say no. Okay, professionalism का मतलब यही होता है. Personal जो चीजें हैं, personal जो emotions हैं, वो आप work में नहीं लाएंगे. अगर आपको कोई चीज पसंद भी ना हो, but still you are supposed to do professionally, you will do it without, showing it. Most important, that's a professional attitude. You're not bringing your emotions into it. You're not bringing any personal feeling into it. That's professionalism. आपको boss को आपको पसंद नहीं है, but you cannot go ahead and fight with him. अगर if he's saying you do it, you will do it. That's professionalism. अगर आपको work hours इतने time तक है तो इतना time तक है, and you will be doing that, being there. That's professional. आपका attitude ऐसे ही होना चाहिए, right?
Okay, ma'am.
So yeah, is there any other query? So
I think we should call it a day because everybody has left.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
And others, you can always talk to me or write a mail to me at sudeshna.nagar@cdat.
Sudeshna, yeah, Saurabh is going to connect now from the other system. So it is not over, fine?
Okay. Hey, from my side it is over. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can we get your mail ID in the chat box? Please, ma'am. If you...
Mail ID. Mail ID यही टाइप करना. Mail ID यही टाइप करना.
So is there any other query from the students regarding the placement? So
No, sir.
okay, so I think we all must be thankful to our the placement coordinator and the librarian and our honorable the principal ma'am, because they have given us an overview of the important points which are required for you all. Okay, now we will be having a presentation over the COVID-19. So Saurabh sir will take care of this. Saurabh